Now the On Your Side forecast with Chief Meteorologist Scott Dorval.
And a view of downtown Boise from the Ford Dealers Tower Cam atop the Grove Hotel. Looking at that Zions Bank building we were just talking about. There's the crane still there. Yesterday I was in town. I saw them taking away some of the fencing around the crane. But again, that wind a little too strong during the day today. And tomorrow, lighter winds I expect. So I think we'll be in pretty good shape with those clear skies continuing into tomorrow. A little patchy fog around in the morning. Beautiful view from Redfish Lake. Looking at the Sawtooth with the clear skies. Beautiful day. It'll get chilly. Beautiful after the rains disappeared, of course, or the showers pushing to the east. So good look there. And I want to show you this shot here. What a beautiful view from the top of Baldy here. The clouds have parted. It was mostly cloudy earlier. Now you can see the snow-capped mountains. And last week I incorrectly identified this as the Sawtooth here. For some reason I was thinking we were in Stanley. This, of course, let's see, the Pioneer Mountains from what I'm told here, and the Boulder Mountains over here, the Boulder Range, but all snow covered here off in the distance. Beautiful view from the top. Of course, the snow is melted here at the top of Baldy, but there will be plenty more to come this winter. How much? We will hopefully find out real soon, and hopefully it's a lot, right? Let's take a look at September to review what went on. If you thought it was wet, it certainly was a wet month. Let's start first of all, though, with temperature. Average temperature 67. What does that mean? Because that averages in the high and the low. The bottom line, we were 1.9 degrees above average because of the hotter weather during the beginning part of the week. Now, the month, we had 3 days at 90 plus. Last year, we had 10 days 90 plus. It was much hotter last year, but we had about 13 days this year that were in the 80s. Only 6 days this year were in the 70s. Michelle Edmonds was complaining that there weren't enough days in the 70s in September. And it's true. A lot of folks saying, where was that nice, comfortable weather in the 70s? Only 6 days, and there were actually 7 days that were colder than the 70s, with some 50s showing up in there as well. So the hottest and lowest, 94 and 39. Here's the precipitation, though. Typically, we see about 58 hundredths of an inch for the month. We had 1.75 when you total in what we had during the day today. That should be the final number for the month. Last year, we were only at 0.09, so a significant amount of rain. Yes, the 10th wettest September for Boise. And this also signifies the end of the water year. Goes from October 1st to September 30th, and we measure how much water comes in for the whole year. We've had 9.3 inches of water. We're at 2.37 below average. So we made up a little ground during the month of September, but still running a little below average. Not significantly, but somewhat below average. And we had 17 beautiful sunny days, and then 11 days of partly cloudy. 2 days were completely cloudy from start to finish, and we got some of that rain coming in. So yes, indeed, a wet September. If you thought so, that was certainly the case. 60s right now. And the wet is gone. We've dried on out. The dry weather moving on in from the west. 40s now to the north, 56 in Sun Valley. We've got a break in the weather, and I think we'll see a break in the precipitation until about Wednesday night when we have a chance for more moving back on in. But it is retreated to the north. Seattle and Portland getting a tremendous amount of rain over the weekend. Even a tornado reporting around Seattle earlier this morning. We'll talk more about that later tonight. But the storms, everything going by to the north right now, and that jet stream rather strong, bringing in some strong gusty winds. We had the remnants of a typhoon get wrapped up into this jet stream, and that's what brought all that rain this weekend into the Pacific Northwest coast. But a train of storms lined up going by to our north. This last one here is going to swing on down, and that one will build and go right across southern and central Idaho with a real cold air mass for Wednesday and Thursday. Thursday, a cold day in the Treasure Valley because of wind and low 50s and departing rain during the morning. It'll be a cold start, setting the kids off to school early in the morning on Thursday. So tomorrow morning, lots of sunshine, but chilly temperatures in the morning. Notice Caldwell at 39. Don't expect frost, but we could have some fog around, especially in the lower river valleys. When you get rain, then you clear the skies out. If the winds slacken, you'll get some of that fog forming. That may be the case tomorrow morning. But the afternoon with sunshine and a fairly light northwest breeze, temperatures into the 60s. Should be some beautiful weather late in the day. A little on the cool side, but much more autumn-like as you might expect. In Long Valley, temperatures in the morning down into the low 30s, so 31 in McCall. And we'll probably have some fog in Long Valley. Should be pretty for the photographers in the morning to take some shots. Temperatures in the 50s in the afternoon. I think a lot of sunshine builds on it. We'll call it mostly sunny during the day. If you're heading up to Idaho City, 61. Pine, Featherville coming in around 58 after a morning low around 36. So a chilly start to the day, but by afternoon it should be quite comfortable, at least for this time of year. Temperatures getting in the 60s, still a little bit below average. The east central mountains around Stanley and Sun Valley going down to below freezing. A lot of sunshine, a light breeze, so a cold, crisp morning. Getting to 50 to 55 in the afternoon, while at the Magic Valley tomorrow, mostly sunny, just that light westerly breeze, and temperatures in the mid to upper 60s should warm up nicely. Not a bad day coming up in the Magic Valley. We'll call it cool, but That's not bad at all. Here's that extended forecast coming in. Now, notice tomorrow we're up to 65, so the temperature's coming up. Normal, we're still in the 70s, low 70s. We're not going to get that far. Patchy fog in the morning, a lot of sunshine. Not a bad end of the day. The breeze will start to come in later on Wednesday. Clouds will come in later Wednesday, but I think we'll have a decent day to start. A chance for showers Wednesday night, some snow in the higher elevations. It'll blast on through, and a cold wind will blow on Thursday. A cold morning. Only 56 with the high temperature in the afternoon will make it feel real cold with that wind. And when the winds die down, it could leave us with frost on Friday morning. That's a possibility, so stay tuned for that. And then temperatures creeping back up, but I think dry weather coming in for the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, between 65 and 70. Trying to get a couple of 70-degree October days in there since we had to make up the ones that we didn't get during the month of September with that cool weather coming in. But boy, we've had a wet weather pattern around, and it was a 10th wettest September in Boise.
I tweeted out this morning that I felt like I was living in Seattle.
Yeah. But if you were in Seattle this past weekend, you would have had an annual amount of rainfall that Boise gets.
No one's caring that the sprinklers were turned off a couple of weeks ago.
No, that's true.
It
that
made
is the
up
good
for it,
news.
didn't it? My water's still on, but I just shut it off.
Done with it.
It's too much.
Yeah.
So coming up on today's 6 on Your Side, the clock is ticking down, of course, to midnight. And barring an unexpected 11th hour deal, major parts of the federal government will be closed for business tomorrow. Up next, what the shutdown will mean for you in the short term.
And picking up the pieces of your roof, debris. Still ahead, more on that wild weather that Scott was just talking about. Coming up.
Don Nelson, Michelle Edmonds, Chief Meteorologist Scott Dorval, Sports with Paul Gerke. This is Today 6 on Your Side at 6.